Steam MacGyver. Whatever. Okay, in this episode, what in the hell is Eric doing with his life and wasting your time? We are going to make another cup. First, you put on that thing on the bottom, screw it in nice and tight, and then here we go. Let's start making a round piece of wood, even rounder. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and lay that down, and then we're going to make a tenon that fits our chuck. Be sure to use calipers because that's what they did in the olden days, and it seems to work. Okay, right? So then when you put it, you turn it around and you put it in the chuck there, the jaws. You need to tighten that bitch down nice and tight because you don't want a piece of wood flying off. You don't exactly see any safety shit, do you? Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and start making this into our round shape that we eventually want it to be in the shape of. But not too much. We're not like going for the final design here yet, because we're just trying to, get a general idea. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, look at that nice ribbon of wood though. Good piece of wood here. Alright, shaping it just a little bit better here and there, this and that, until we get what we like. And then we're going to go ahead and part off the top to what we want. And then, okay, so now we're going to drill. See that precise measurement, guys? Pay attention. Okay, so here we go. We're drilling in, and then, like magic. You guys gonna see this little magic trick? You're gonna love it. Okay, ready? So you drill in, and then, presto! Hey, look at that. I changed the bit like 5 times. Anyway, so now that we have the inside augured out the way we like it, let's go ahead and sand it for the next 5 hours. And be careful how you sand, guys. This is dangerous. Pay attention to what you're doing, okay? And so, inside and out. You want to sand it inside and out. I'm going to like a 320 grit on the inside. Yeah, well, for a while anyway. So I use acetone, and I use acetone because if you use to get all the dirt and everything out and make it, clean. But if you use water, the water will soak in and then jack the whole thing up. You don't want that. But if you use acetone, it dries real quick. So, clean it out inside and out. Get rid of all the sawdust and this and that and everything. And before you know it, it's nice and dry. So here we go. We're going to part it, and we're doing the whole parting thing. And as much as I love, having it zing off into the wild blue yonder, I'm cutting it off this time, okay? And don't worry, I'm not cutting my arm off. Keep your comments to yourself, okay, ding-dongs? My arm is just fine. Anyway, but when you cut it off, and it's going to pain in the ass, not as much fun. But then you do this little thing in the bottom here. And, I don't know. Okay, everybody, so just so you know, this is on a GoPro as opposed to the iPad, so if the audio and this and that doesn't look the same, it's because it's not. So, okay, so we just made this cup, cute little cup, so I did it, the grain goes this way. And what happens when you do that is the end grain, especially on a really porous wood like this, is it gets porous. It kind of looks like crap in some ways. The bottom always look like crap and this and that. But also what's going to happen is it's going to soak up oil like mad. But also I don't like the way this is, let's just say a bland, So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put a little golden pecan on it. Really warm it up, golden pecan. And then after we do the golden pecan, then I'm going to load it up with some oil, and then I'm going to put a polyurethane finish on it. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's do this. First things first, whenever working with this, wear gloves. I mean, you don't have to wear, you don't have to wear gloves, but let me tell you, man, wear gloves. If you want to know where you get these gloves, if you go to Costco in the pharmacy department, you can get like a box of 1,000,000 of them. Or if you go to CVS or something like that. Anyway, also don't wear nice clothes, even though I'm wearing a nice sweatshirt right now. Use a throwaway brush. Let's get to work. Some of you might be thinking, is this food safe? And to be honest, I don't know, and I don't really care anymore. Yeah, whatever. I think the polyurethane on top of it's going to be your food safe portion of it. And the one thing, like I said, since this is like really a soft wood, especially as you saw it being laid, really soft, and so this is just soaking it up like mad. Put plenty on. All right, let that dry a few minutes. Alrighty. Now to put on the clear coat. Again, put your gloves on. Really soaked right in, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our Varathane Ultimate Polyurethane. It's water-based. Do water-based, really. All right, guys. So here's the deal. So as you're putting on the final touches, you put it down. Just whatever. Be sure to use I think Saran wrap will work. I use a special material that once I get to 1,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers, I'm going to tell everyone what it is, and then hope that no one figures it out before then, and then ruin the whole surprise and still not get to 1,000,000 subscribers. So, is what I'm going to ask you guys to do at this point is to, I need you to subscribe, watch the full video, so I get the watch hours. And then I need you to tell your friends, your enemies, your exes, your coworkers, anybody who will listen, people that you like, people you don't like, to watch my videos and subscribe. That way I can keep making dumb videos. And the reason I need that is because, I need to monetize this so I can pay for gas. That's kind of the high hopes here, is to make some gas money. Because I'm telling you, man, getting a job out there, it is pretty tough. I mean, as I'm not exactly retired, but as an IT guy, you're not getting a job, especially not with AI and all that stuff coming out. Like, dude, you're not getting a job. So if you're like an AI genius, great. But the funny thing is, even at another French company with all the AI stuff, they're just like, well, we'll just have the AI do the job that we want to hire someone to do the AI for. It's really about the dumbest thing you've ever seen. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Part of the problem about being a human, I guess. Anyway, click, and subscribe, and I don't know. Click, and subscribe because you like me. You like being entertained, and this is mildly entertaining. All right, we'll see what this looks like in the end here. Let's go clean up. All right, everybody. The next few seconds of me sanding the holy snot out of this thing with the face mask on. This is called foreshadowing, okay? You thought this is just like a little one-dimensional, I'm going to lay something. It's not. This story gets deeper and darker. Stay tuned as we go on to the next phase. Okay, everybody. So here's the deal. It smelled. So I used the Varathane stuff. I used the Ultimate Polyurethane. A day's gone by, so in YouTube land, it was like a second ago. Anyway, so I did that, and I still need to finish at the bottom here, but I put it on the old lathe, sanded the piss out of it, inside and out, because it had the most chemical smell you ever had. Somebody be like, oh, I'm gonna have my... It was bad. Okay, so anyway, so then I sanded it all nice and smooth. Oh, it's got a beautiful finish on it, inside and out, and I put that feeding wax on it, and it smells pretty good now. So anyway, we'll let that all set up and dry, and then I'll finish it up, and then we'll put it on the old counter to rot like the rest of my projects. But anyway, with some really soft wood, you know, the point was when the wood was really soft, I mean, it really soaked everything up big time. But anyway, I don't know. Do something fun with your life. What can I say?